is equals to x by x square plus 2, right? First of all, you just think about x. See, x is simply nothing but the domain of the function. In this problem, x by x square plus 2 square root logarithm, nothing is involved specifically, but in the denominator it is x square plus 2. X square and 2 both are positive, so the denominator is always positive, it never be 0, and that's why the domain is simply all the real values. The function clearly suggesting us that x is all real, that in the sense the domain is all the real values. Now our task is to find range of this function x by x square plus 2. To find, you just take that y is equals to x by x square plus 2. So finding range is simply nothing but finding the possible results, possible values for x by x square plus 2, and you just let that as y. So now our task is to find the possible values for y, okay, based on x. We are going to find the possible values for y based on x. Here x is all real, okay. Now y is equals to x by x square plus 2, you just cross multiply it. X square y plus 2y is equals to x, and see, send this x this side. Y x square minus x plus 2y is equals to 0. Just I rewrite this one as a quadratic in terms of x. This is x square minus x plus 2y is equals to 0. It looks like a quadratic in terms of x. See, we are familiar with this general standard quadratic form, ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. It is just in that form, okay. And now since x is real, it has real roots, this quadratic has real roots, and that's why its discriminant is greater than or equals to 0. So from quadratic we are clear that the discriminant is b square minus 4ac. So b is the coefficient of x, which is minus 1 whole square minus 4 into a is coefficient of x square, which is y, and c is the constant, here 2y is that. So minus 1 whole square minus 4 into y into 2y is greater than or equals to 0. Then normal simplification, okay. 1 minus 8y square greater than or equals to 0. Since I need to find the possible values for y, so think about y. So for that you just multiply with minus. 1 minus 8y square is positive, 8y square minus 1 is negative, so 8y square minus 1 is less than or equals to 0. Now you just try to rewrite, okay. This 8y square, see, you just look there, 8y square is simply nothing but root 8y whole square minus 1 square is less than or equals to 0. Root 8 is simply nothing but 2 root, okay. Root 8 is 2 root, okay. 2 root y minus 1 into 2 root y plus 1. Just like a minus b into a plus b, if you again multiply, you will get the same 8y square minus 1. So now the product of these two is less than or equals to 0, right. So from there we need to decide y. See, we are again familiar with this way of expressing. Since this product is less than or equals to 0, that variable y value is in between the roots of these two factors, these two terms. Here minus 1 by root 2 and there it is 1 by 2 root 2. So the values of y are in between minus 1 by 2 root 2 and 1 by 2 root 2. So that in the sense the possible values of y are in between minus 1 by 2 root 2 and 1 by 2 root 2. So at the end the range of the given problem is closed interval minus 1 by 2 root 2 to 1 by 2 root 2. Okay. So this is the range at the end, minus 1 by 2 root 2 and 1 by 2 root 2. Just have a look. This is another way of finding the range for these type of rational functions. Okay. As I mentioned you, if numerator and denominator is there, then we call these type of functions as rational functions. So for these type of rational functions, after making quadratic, we need to go with the discriminant, and at the end you will get the possible values of y, and this is another way of finding the range for these type of functions. Okay. Just have a look. I will give you one more problem to find the range in this way. Okay. So just have a look. To find the domain of this function, f of x is equals to x square minus x plus 1 by x square plus x plus 1. You need to think about the denominator for domain. See, the denominator is x square plus x plus 1. But when you think about this equation has no zeros, because x square plus x plus 1. First of all, actually we need to find the range, but first I am thinking about the domain, and here the denominator is x square plus x plus 1. Whenever it is 0, you just search for a x for which it is 0. That means whenever this x square plus x plus 1 is 0. Now if you wish to find, it has no roots, okay? How can you decide? Just by observing its discriminant. Since this equation has no roots, it never be 0. Since it is not 0, so the domain of the function is all the real numbers. And that's why you need to identify that the domain of the function is all reals. That's very good. Since the domain is all reals, now our task is to find the range. So, how to find the range? As we discussed, you need to let this expression as some y. So, let y is equals to x square minus x plus 1 divided by x square plus x plus 1. So finding range is simply nothing but finding the possible values of y. You just do cross multiplication. So that implies, so x square y plus x y plus y is equals to x square minus x plus 1. Okay? And then as we mentioned in the previous case, we need to make a quadratic in terms of x. Okay? That implies this is x square y, this is x square. Send everything to a side. Then y minus 1 into x square plus this is xy, this is minus x. When you send this minus x this side, it becomes xy plus x, and then this is 1 plus y into x plus this is y and this is plus 1, and send this side, it becomes like y minus 1 is equals to 0. Just have a look. Y minus 1 into x square plus 1 plus y into x plus y minus 1 is equals to 0. Okay. So now it is a quadratic. As they mentioned, x belongs to R. Since x is real, its discriminant is also greater than or equals to 0. And since its discriminant is greater than or equals to 0, so you need to go for the discriminant b square. What is b square here? Coefficient of x, which is 1 plus y. So 1 plus y square minus 4 into AC. A in the sense coefficient of x square, which is y minus 1. Okay. Into C. And what is C here? Again y minus 1. So this is greater than or equals to 0. And see, we need to simplify, and then we need to write it as a product of two terms, or otherwise directly write like this. This is 1 plus y whole square, and when you look at this, y minus 1 into y minus 1 is y minus 1 whole square, and 4, which is 2 square. So by combining all these things, now I have a chance to write 2y minus 2 whole square, which is greater than or equals to 0. Is it right? Yeah, absolutely. Because we can write that 4 as 2 into 2, give 1 2 for this y minus 1, another 2 for this y minus 1, it becomes like 2y minus 2. So 1 plus y whole square minus 2y minus 2 whole square is greater than or equals to 0. Okay. Now it is of the form a square minus b square. So use a minus b into a plus b. That implies 1 plus y plus 2y minus 2 into 1 plus y minus 2y plus 2, which is greater than or equals to 0. Okay, a square minus b square, a plus b into a minus b. And in the bracket, if you simplify, y plus 2y is 3y minus 1 into, here 1 plus 2 is 3, y minus 2y is minus y is greater than or equals to 0. Right. Now, this is 3y minus 1, this is 3 minus y. Always to find y, to solve this type of inequalities, we need to make the coefficients of the variable, either x or y, it depends on the variable, it must be positive. But here 3 minus y is involved, you just multiply with 1 minus. So 3y minus 1 into y minus 3 is less than or equals to 0. This expression is positive, but I multiplied with minus, and that's why this 3 minus y will become y minus 3. So now the product of these two terms is less than or equals to 0. So whenever these type of products we have, we need to decide that the value of y is in between the roots of these two factors. From this the root is 1 by 3, from this the root is 3. So it is very clear that 1 by 3 is less than or equals to y is less than or equals to 3. So now the values of y are in between 1 by 3 and 3. Therefore, the possible values of y and the range of the given function is from 1 by 3 to 3. So closed interval 1 by 3 to 3. Once again, so to solve these type of problems, first of all we need to check whether the domain is all real or not. Here the domain is all real. So it is easy to solve. Just let it as y, cross multiply, make a quadratic in x. Since x is real, its discriminant is greater than or equals to 0. That discriminant is again a quadratic in terms of y. Express it as a product of two factors, and that product is less than or equals to 0. From there y is in between 1 by 3 and 3. Okay, so this is the way of finding domain for the problems. Just have a look.